Hello, please introduce yourself and your film.
Hello, my name's Adam Silva and I'm the director of Above the Noise.
So where did this idea come from?
It's a funny story actually. The idea came from the DOP, Josh, who shot this. He sent me this Instagram link and just said, watch this. And I watched this video of this girl plummeting to the earth at like terminal velocity, but dancing and making it look like a ballet. And I was like, absolutely in awe and blown away. And I just sent him a message back being like, we need to make a film with this girl. And he was like, sick, let's do it. And it just started from there. We reached out to her, had conversations, and just got cooking on it, really.
I mean, you got some incredible shots in that film as well. So talk me through the, being in the air, the flying.
Yeah. So it was a whole new world to us. We didn't know anything about skydiving before we did the film. We didn't know anything about like aerial capture of skydiving. But in terms of like, what was your question? In terms of how did we capture?
How did you get those?
Yeah. So the aerials was you can't be a professional skydiver without having a filmer because no one can see it. Like we stood on the ground and watch, and you can't see anything. So fortunately, Maya has a filmer who works with her to capture her stuff. An amazing cameraman called Myris Lava. I think that's how you say his surname. I can never pronounce it. I just know him as Myris. And he was happy to get involved in the project. And then we worked with him to figure it out. We had to basically find a specific camera package that had to be a specific size, a specific weight, because if it was too big, it could snap his neck when he pulls the cord. When he pulls the chute, if it's too small, it's rattling around. And we didn't want to shoot any of it on GoPro. That was our thing. We were like, we want it to be cinematic. We'd never seen it. We hadn't seen anything like it. So we wanted the visuals to look as impressive, and this is my debut short, and I come from commercials, so I approached it in like the way I would approach commercial. Like the visuals had to sing the whole way through and had to look amazing. So it was literally a camera mounted to the top of Morris's head. We used a Kinefinity Mavo, which I'd never even heard of. It was an amazing camera that shot at like 6K high frame rates, and then he basically has a little eyepiece here and you line up the eyepiece. It's got a little dot in it, so he always keeps her in the middle of the dot, and the eyepiece, and that correlates to where the camera is looking, and then we film it from there, and then hit record and hope that it comes out.
So did you say to Maya what you wanted, or did she tell you?
So no. So it was a collaboration. So at times, like we would tell her what we wanted. Like we wanted some like really dynamic moves where Myris would go around her, or we wanted her to do spins, and then she would come with ideas. It was very much like she would come with ideas to us of what we wanted, and it was a lot of the times we just said, you just go free reign. You give us what you want to create in this moment, because this is a film about you. But then at times we would then reconvene on the ground, we'd look at the footage and think, okay, right, we need more of this or we need more of that, and we'd piece it together and go from there. So it was kind of a wild ride.
The film's it feels really personal to her, like obviously how she kind of struggles, but yet she does this incredible, mind-blowing thing daily. So how did you kind of weave those two together?
It wasn't the film that I intended. I didn't intend to go out and make this film. I intended to go out and make a film about how scary skydiving is and how crazy skydiving is, and then in going out there and spending time on the ground and meeting Maya and talking to her before we went into production, we quickly realised it isn't that. It isn't scary, it's amazing. But what I found was she talked about having a busy mind and really struggling. Like, for example, she likes to, if you're talking to her, she likes to be texting on her phone. And you think, someone might think that that's rude, but that's just the way she finds it easier to concentrate. If she's doing something, or if she's fiddling with something, or if she's got something going on, she always has to keep her mind active. So I've lost my way on your question. No,
I was just talking about obviously her struggle while she does this incredible job.
So in terms of so then I was chatting to her, and we found that this idea of that she has this overactive mind, and that she's always on the go, and she's always fiddling with things and always doing stuff. And I was like, well, there is correlation. I could, for me as a filmmaker, I could relate it to like for snowboarding for me. So like when I go snowboarding, I clip on that snowboard, and the reason why I love it is I don't think about anything else. In that moment, I don't think about my kids, I don't think about work, I don't think about emails, I don't think. And when I'm not doing that, that's all I think about. It's like work, like emails, all of that stuff. And so I wanted to make a story about that and about how she comes to life, and it just correlated with how her mind works, and that is it. It's pure escapism for her, and I wanted to tell that story.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your screening.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Thank you for talking. Thank you, lovely.